his lucrative career as rock and roll king interrupted for a while, Elvis Presley begins his military service at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas. Just another GI to become acquainted with those interminable Army lineups. Uncle Sam doesn't play favorites, and those celebrated sideburns, which were his trademark, are sacrificed to military uniformity. Locks his fans would love to touch, shorn and scattered on the barbershop floor. With the haircut goes $78 a month. He made a cool $1 million last year.
Elvis, what do you think about going to Germany?
Well, sir, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, just before I came in the Army, we were planning a tour of Europe. And I got quite a bit of mail from over there and everything, you know, and I'm kind of looking forward to it.
You command quite an audience of women, both young and old. Do you have any preference in types of women or kinds of women? What kind of a one would you pick for yourself?
That's a pretty hard question because I met quite a few that were of completely different character, and yet they were ideal, you know. And it's going to be hard to choose, but I suppose I'll know when she comes along. And as long as they come around and everything, well, you know that they still like you, and it makes you feel good.
The only autograph you get to sign is for your paycheck every week, huh?
Yeah, well, I sign autographs for the boys, you know. Another boys send them home, and I sign pictures for them and everything like that.
Are you still getting as much fan mail as you used to, Elvis, since you've been in the Army?
Well, sir, I'd probably get more. In fact, Colonel Parker tells me that he thinks it is almost double fan club mail.
Giving the Army any trouble?
Well, down at Fort Hood, they had a hard time because they didn't know what to do with the mail, you know. It was coming in, and
what about the packages?
finally they sent it to Colonel Parker in Nashville.
What about the packages you get? I guess you get a lot of cookies.
You get a lot of cookies and cakes and things like that. And when you get cookies and cakes and candy around a group of boys, you're lucky to see the box.
Elvis, can you tell me what do you think you're going to think of the German girls when you get over there? Speak German?
No, sir, I don't speak German. I would probably have to learn in order to survive over there, though. From all the pictures I've seen of the German girls, they're very beautiful. And I think Bridget Bardot is French, isn't she, sir?
Are you planning to look her up?
If they're all like her, wow.
How about Elvis? Yeah, okay.
So thank you very much. I would just like to say, ladies and gentlemen, that it's really a privilege to be in Europe. It's something that I've looked forward to for some time. And I consider it a privilege to be assigned to such a fine outfit as the 3rd Armored Division. And I hope that I can live up to everybody's expectations of me, and I will do my very best to. I only regret that I can't do some shows and different things while I'm here, but I will be looking forward when my Army hitch is over. I would like very much to come back on a regular tour of Europe. I would like to say that when I get out of the Army, I have contracts with Paramount Pictures, and I'm looking forward to just picking up where I left off when I came into the service. Thank you very much.
Elvis Presley, we welcome you in Germany. First one question. Do you speak German?
No, sir, I don't.
Well, you don't, but anyway, I feel the young German people, especially the teenagers, would be happy to hear your voice, Mr. Presley. We saw your warm welcome in Bremerhaven in Germany. Please tell us something about your feelings when you left the ship.
I was very surprised at the reception. I wasn't expecting anything quite that big, and I only regret that I didn't have more time to stay there with them. But maybe someday I can come back when my Army tour is up as an entertainer, and then I'll have more time, and maybe I'll have an opportunity to kind of make myself at home over here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presley, and we wish you a pleasant stay in Germany.
Thank you very much. Arrivederci. Oh, that's Italian. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Tell me, did you sew that patch on last night? You saw the quick patch?
This one here?
Yeah.
Well, I had that before I left Fort Hood.
They issued them back in the States?
Yes, sir.
Some screaming fans out there. Do you still like screaming girls?
If it wasn't for them, I'd have to re-up in the Army, sir, I'll tell you.
Elvis, do you plan to make a picture about your experiences in the Army or about the Army at all?
Well, my first picture is called GI Blues, oddly enough. And the story takes place in Germany, but it's not about my actual experiences.
For whom are you making that picture?
For Mr. Wallace at Paramount.
Elvis, there's a report that you like the Army so much that you wanted to write a book about it. Do you ever think of re-enlisting?
No, sir, I never thought of. I never thought of re-enlisting. But maybe someday I will write a book about my experiences in the Army. You know.
Elvis, are you glad to be getting? 4.
You sound like my first sergeant.
All right, go ahead.
Nobody's heard you sing publicly in a long time. Are you still in good voice?
I wouldn't say I was ever in good voice, but I did a lot of practicing at home in Germany. In fact, that's about all I did, because I didn't go out much, and I had some musical instruments and tape recorder and so forth.
What kind of songs did you sing for your friends, for yourself?
Well, all types. Some ballads, some rock and roll.
Elvis,
Some
have 2
classical.
Have 2 years of sobering Army life changed your mind about rock and roll?
Sobering Army life. No, it hasn't. It hasn't changed my mind, because I was in tanks for a long time, you see, and they rock and roll quite a bit. And then I was in a Jeep, and my job was a scout, see, and so we ran all over the hills of Germany.
Elvis, some radio stations are cutting out rock and roll. What's your comment on that, and what do you think would happen to your career if rock and roll died out?
Well, actually, the radio stations have been doing that for some time. Certain radio stations, they probably have their reasons. I can never criticize them for it, you know. But if rock and roll, as you said, died out, well, then naturally, I, as well as a lot of other people, would have to try to do something else.
Elvis,
And,
What could you do? Could you be a serious actor, for example?
Well, I hope so. But
Is that your idea?
I'm speaking in terms of music. I mean, if rock and roll died completely out, well, then I would have to do something else. In the line of music, maybe opera.
Elvis,
I don't know, really. I don't know.
Okay, I just want to ask 1 or 2 more, but that'll.
I have one more.
But
I have
yeah.
one.
You want to
David's
start?
your turn
Yeah.
anyway.
You guys want to ask on individual? Rock and roll feel that the gyrations involved are something that really should disappear from American life. How do you feel about that?
Well, the gyrations that you're talking about, as far as I'm concerned, were just it was something natural. I mean, that's just my way of expressing a song. I can't help it.
And you'll still express yourself that way in songs in the future?
I put it like this: if I stand still, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. How about this adulation you get wherever you go from the teenage girls? Do you ever get a little bit tired of it and wish you could walk anonymously down the street?
No, sir, I wouldn't say that.
How do you feel about it?
Because I've been in the business now for about 6 years, and I've become quite used to it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
You don't think it's silly on their part?
No, of course not. I was going to say it's not silly or anything.
Elvis, you've changed your haircut
It's
quite
flattery, you know, and there's no entertainer in the world that doesn't like to be screamed at or yelled even. It's appreciation.
Elvis, it has been 2 years since you've appeared before an audience.
I can read my own writing. Much less be an author, you know.
One young lady said this morning in the interview that you were the sexiest man she'd ever seen. What's your reaction to that?
Are we on television? Where is this young lady?
Elvis, you've changed your haircut, haven't you? Are you going to leave the sideburns off?
Not completely off, but I mean, I won't have them.
How far down?
Just where they are now.
You're going to leave them right there?
Yes.
How would you describe your
Maybe a
hair?
little.
Competition coming up from rock and rollers?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Irving, just one more. Right? Yeah.
Come on, one more.
With a person in the public eye as you are, that your personal life becomes a matter of great concern with some people. Do you intend to get married soon, would you say?
I have no plans for marriage yet.
You intend to be a bachelor?
No, I'm afraid not. But at the present time, I haven't found anyone I want to marry, you know.
Rolling. Elvis, did you find... Please, miss, we're still shooting. Elvis, did you find it difficult being so... Right.
Yeah, honey, I'll do it.
Elvis, look up now.
I'm going to have to say it.
For a penalized girl.
To Sharon.